There's a UK study going around saying ADHD people lose 10 years of their life. Why do they say that? 1, technically it's 4 to 11 years, and 2, the why is not mentioned. Not in this study. So the real number is not 10, it's just to get your attention. The real number is about 7 if you're a man, about 9 if you're a woman, and no mention if you're gender-free or fluid. So, if someone asks you, do you want to lose 6.8 to 8.6 summers of your life for nothing in return? What would you say? No? But we know we lose them. The study was with 330,000 people. And if anything, the flaws of the study point towards this number going up instead of down, if we have a closer look. So if we lose them, can we unlose them? Can we get the 7 to 9 summers of our life back? Or is it inevitable? I scrolled the paper looking for cause of death, because do we all just drop dead at 70 or get brain bugs? Why do we die? So I scroll and scroll and scroll and no mention. It's not in the dataset. Not in this study. But what does this leave us with? A pretty large death gap and a huge amount of conjecture trying to figure out why. And along comes a brand new paper. First time I'm referencing something like this. This was just uploaded. Fresh from the US, why do ADHD people die? 52,000 people over 8 years. 1.58 times more likely to die. The mortality of ADHD people. All you do is get born with ADHD and the chances are you are 1.58 times more likely any day to die of any cause, statistically. Careful. This paper is pre-review, so no one checked and told the scientists if they did a good job and were good scientists. For reference, this is roughly the same amount as being poor or diabetic. So, the paper. Why die? What is the cause? They split it up into 4 categories. Number 1, money. Was your money on the money? You come in cold. 11% for money and social circumstance. Physical health conditions, about 15%. 17% for lifestyle, like drinking and risk-taking. So we are 3 out of 4 and we still hadn't have any heavy hitters. Anxiety and depression, 58%. Not your heart, not your lung, not your habits, not the cigarette in your hand while you have a beer. Systemic overwhelm. Quick word to these numbers and percentages, they're not cumulative, so they can co-occur. A person can be poor and have anxiety. There are numbers for individual risk for that cause. What does this mean for getting your summers back? In the words of the UK studies team, modifiable risk factors and unmet support and treatment needs. In other words, not destined to have health issues, prevented from healing by admin. And in my words, in this Science and Community channel, evitable. Modifiable, unmet, evitable. That means at least 58% of your 7 to 9 summers you can get back. Maybe more. Depression and anxiety are preventable, are treatable, sitting right there behind the waiting list. The rest could be preventable. The numbers aren't cumulative. Some of it is money and poor people are fucked. And ADHDers have higher monetary needs, the ADHD tax. There will be a video about this at some point because it's funny if you're into dark humor. 17% adopt lifestyle, risks and drug taking. You can work on it, but oftentimes these are stopgaps to make life bearable. So they might disappear if you're in a supportive environment. Which probably goes to say they're also preventable, but also saying your lifestyle is your highest risk is stupid. It's like switching to paper straws while billionaires still keep jet setting. I'd say being functional and experiencing joy and excitement is preferable to apathy, but might be wrong. That means modifiable, unmet, evitable. At least 4.06 to 5.22 of your summers are on the table. So go get your summers back. Make some noise, sign up for therapy, join the community, make some friends.